Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Peter Bleakley, a self-employed data scientist with an R&D background and a particular interest in natural language processing. I've worked with clients ranging from startups to multinationals, and if you'd like to know more about me and my work, potentially to work with me, please take a look at my company website, which is linked below. Today I'm talking about an idea I've had called the common ground algorithm. We all have an unfortunate tendency called confirmation bias to seek out things that agree with what we already believe and ignore things that challenge our beliefs. Combine that with recommendation engines and social media and you get the problem of filter bubbles, where everybody's reinforcing each other's existing prejudices and beginning to see the rest of the world as the enemy. And that's why some parts of the internet aren't exactly healthy places to hang out. I was wondering if it would be possible to find a way using NLP of weakening this effect. So I needed a sample of opinionated writings from the internet to work with. And I decided to use the blog authorship corpus, which is available on Kaggle. This is a sample of blog posts taken from Blogger. The first thing we need to know working with this is, what is an opinion and how do we measure it? Well, an opinion is how you feel about a given subject. I like apples, so anything I write about apples is going to have a positive tone. Someone who dislikes apples is going to write about apples with negative tone. So that suggests that we should be able to use topic modelling and sentiment analysis to characterise opinions. So for our topic modelling, we're going to use latent semantic indexing, and we're going to weight the term frequencies using log entropy. And for our sentiment analysis, we're going to use the Veda model, which is available as part of NLTK. So, how do we use those to characterise somebody's opinions? Well, for a given author, we can calculate a topic vector for each of their posts, multiply that topic vector by the sentiment polarity of the blog post, and then sum those products over all a given person's blog posts to give a vector that represents how they feel about various topics. Once we've got those opinion vectors, we want to find people whose opinions are different, because we want to find a way of getting those people to speak to each other in a civilised way. So take the vector cosine of two opinion vectors, and we're looking for a pair of people with a large negative score for that. And so we found two people whose opinions seem quite different, and got some of their posts here. Scroll down a bit because this goes on quite long. So, how do we get these two people talking to each other how do we get these two people interested in what each other have to say? Well, what we need to do is find some common ground between them. Now, I like apples. I have a friend who really hates apples. So why are we friends when our opinions on the vital subject of fruit are so different? Well, we have a hobby in common, and that's how we know each other. And I've found that if you know you've got something in common with somebody, you're more likely to engage with them despite whatever differences you might have. Whereas if the first thing you hear from somebody is a hostile opinion, then you're more likely to block them. So, if we take an element-wise product of the opinion vectors for two people, then the positive terms in that are going to be the things that they're likely to agree about. Find blog posts from each person that correspond to those topics, and you'll be able to recommend to each person the posts by the other person that they'll be interested in despite their differences of opinion. So, we find that one person might be interested in the other's writings about how the US uses its special forces, and the other person might be interested in the other's views on art. Now, this is early days for this algorithm, but I think it could potentially be useful for getting people in touch and getting people to engage with each other in a different way. And it'd be nice if I could, work with somebody to develop this a bit more. Now, before I go, I'd like to remind you that in the near future I'll be starting my Ask a Data Scientist webinar series where you'll be able to send in data science questions, and I'll talk through them, showing you code examples. There'll be a fee to take part in the live event, but the videos will go up on this channel afterwards. So if you've enjoyed the video, follow the links in the description, subscribe, like, share, and you can contact me via this email address, peterbleakley@playfultechnology.co.uk, or via the comments section. Next time I'm going to be analysing engagement.